Good afternoon, good morning. This is Freddie with Plumbing Tree. There's our information there. We are located at the side of the house, 1079 21st Street, San Diego, California, 92102. We did a visual inspection around the house. Now we're going to do a camera inspection of the drain system. Most of it's going to be the main sewer line, and already found underneath the house most of the plumbing is ABS plastic. There is about maybe a 20-25 foot section of original cast iron, a 4-inch main sewer line, and heading out towards the street we'll see hopefully what that looks like. We have a 2-inch access point behind the kitchen window, which is right here. And we're going to run the camera inside the line and see what we see. There is a lot of buildup that I had to remove by hand. So we'll see. This is all ABS line. So we're going to zero that out. So looks like the grate on this should probably be fixed.
Yeah, just go out this way.
Okay, there's a lot of buildup in the line here. Might need to run some water just to clear the lens. I'm going to run it about 20 feet, which is where it turns into the main sewer line, just to make sure we can get through that drop. There it is. So, the bottom of the pipe is actually the top of your screen. It sweeps down. We're going to run a little bit of water. We're going to pause recording. Alright, we actually pulled back to clean the line off a little better so we can see the line. Not sure how old this line is, but you can tell it's probably never been snaked since it was installed. It'd be a good idea to maintain this line every year or two just to get rid of some of the debris. The bottom of the pipe is the right side of your screen. Now it's the top of your screen. Here it connects to the laundry line. And then we'll be tying into the back bathroom plumbing here shortly. It gets all ABS plastic, you can tell because of the smooth surface on the pipe itself, not the buildup. And then just the color of that area. Bottom of the pipe is the top of your screen. There's a tie-in coming in here. All this, we just don't want any sitting water. Looks like there's minimal grade, that's why we have a lot of buildup on there, but if it's cleaned every once in a while, it's not going to do any harm. Again, every few years should be fine. We're in a 3-inch line right now. Some buildup. Here's the transition, looks like. It's cast iron. You can see how it goes from smooth pipe, rough pipe, and it changes color. Pause recording. Okay, yeah, this transition is underneath the house, just confirm that. Again, this is original cast iron, so this house is a 1904, so this is a 100-year-old cast iron. Unless they did this in the 50s, it's a possibility as well. But at least this cast iron looks just the way it's been installed. You know, at least in the 50s, maybe 60s at the latest if they replaced it before. And so what we're looking for is any large valley forming at the bottom, any cracked sections, any missing pieces of pipe, any root intrusions. Not too worried about the ABS plastic, that can be maintained with this cast iron, just being as old as it is. Just want to make sure it's in good shape. There is no proper access point in the front, so because there's original cast iron, we at least want to have a proper access point in front of the house. It's getting a little harder to push through, so I might need to run some water. If my camera having a hard time to go through it, you can imagine what, the waste and stuff all this buildup at the bottom of the pipe, has to go through to get through. It's kind of like driving a car down a dirt road. Slows you down. Versus the ABS plastic. It's like driving down a paved road. Here he makes it drop. And structurally, the cast iron looks pretty good. Just needs to have a good access point in case there's any issues. As you can see, we're 80 feet in. I know the city did a repair. You can tell on the sidewalk, a new clean out at the property line. So they did a repair at some point. This is now a clay pipe, and we got some roots in the clay pipe, so we definitely need a clean out. It looks like about 60% of that pipe is actually covered. Yeah, a lot of roots there. You can tell it's clay pipe by the color. We're going to pause recording, run some water to push the line a little, at least to the property line, clean out. Alright, we made it approximately 115 feet, which just puts us in the middle of the street. Can't push any further just because of all the turns in the plumbing system. But looks like all this section, still clay pipe. Ran a little bit of water. It could be SDR actually. We'll see the transition right now. Top of the pipe, the bottom of the pipe is the top of your screen. Get another rag to clean my camera. I was recording. Okay, so it actually is SDR pipe. You can see the transition or the clean out coming in. That's the sidewalk. So that's all plastic piping. So there's a transition. We're going to locate that spot. That's clay pipe to SDR. We're going to locate that spot. And we'll get a new rag. So. Alright, we located this spot, and it's about 2.5 feet down. Put a little green dot on the marker. It's right where the new and the old cement transition towards the house. There's a lot of buildup on the line, so it's going to be a slow process bringing the camera back, because it's cleaning it on the way back. All the root intrusion here. So that's about 3.5 feet back from the other spot, almost 4 feet. And there's our transition to cast iron. So that's going to be roughly 3 plus 4, so roughly about 7 feet down right there. Cast iron structure looks pretty good. My only concern is not having the proper access point to clean the line. I mean, besides it being old pipe and it being rusty, I mean, it's kind of expected due to the metal pipe being in water for so many years, but still has some life left to it, at least 10 years. But it definitely needs to have a clean out. And the clean out will allow proper access point, because this clean out that I'm running the camera from is too small. It's only a 2-inch clean out, and you cannot clean a main sewer line properly from that. There's a lot of buildup. This line definitely needs to be cleaned. When I pull the camera out, I'll show you what the rags that I'm using to clean what they look like. Might not be pretty, but just so you get the idea. Yeah, this is the 2-inch clean out access.
You're like a surgeon doing this
Yeah,
orthoscopic stuff.
yeah,
Large.
exactly. I call it a seweroscopy. But most of the line actually looks pretty good.
Okay.
The cast iron, I don't think it's original. I think they may have replaced it sometime in the 50s or 60s. Because if it was a 100-year-old line, it would have probably looked a lot worse than it would attach. It just needs maintenance. You can tell it's never been cleaned.
It's never been cleaned?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a lot of the pipe in the